Hey dudes, what's up? I changed around my little table back here. Let me know what you guys think of it because I honestly don't know. I got the little light thing at Michael's. I've seen it there for like literal months, years now, and I've always kind of wanted it. And I walked past a clearance table and it was like severely discounted, so I was like, now's the time to get it. I thought it would be really cute to put back there, but I can't decide if I like it or not. Let me know, do you guys like this there better or the lights? Because I can always move that. It doesn't have to be in the background. I just thought it would be cute. In today's video, we're going to be talking about another paranormal game or ritual. Funny enough, I actually recorded this video a few days ago, but I ended up hating the footage. So here I am refilming it. The ritual we are going to be talking about today is the Three Kings ritual. So how this video is going to go is we're going to talk about what it is, how you can do it, and some of the things that people experience with it, as well as my thoughts on it. Without any more introduction, I guess let's just get into it. So throughout the internet, it's a little bit varied about what the Three Kings ritual actually does. A lot of different people seem to have a lot of different opinions on the game. What's strange about this ritual as opposed to the last one that we did, which was the Midnight Man, is with this ritual, there is no clear outcome of what's supposed to happen. Like with the Midnight Man, it's very clear what's going to happen when you set up this game, set up this ritual. You knock on the door, open the door, shut it, and then this Midnight Man is supposed to chase you around your house until 3:33 a.m. and then the game's over with. So you read that, you understand what you're signing up for, what you're getting into, and you can choose to go through with it or not. With the Three Kings ritual, it's a little bit different. There is no clear outcome or clear understanding of what is going to happen for every individual who tries this game. It does vary, which does make it very interesting in the fact of paranormal games or paranormal rituals. So that itself is a little bit weird to me. What happens during the Three Kings ritual, although it does vary, it's said that it's supposed to be a gateway to something called the shadow side, which the shadow side, from my understanding, is a place where you can access your hopes or your wishes, everything that you want, but also there are your fears and worries and all the negative things as well. So although there is an upside to it, there is also a terrible dark side to it. It's said that we visit this shadow side quite often. It just feels like a reoccurring dream or a very vivid dream that we might have, when in reality it is us visiting the shadow side. So the first time this ritual appeared anywhere was about 8 years ago on Reddit. It was from this Reddit user. I guess we'll just get into what they said. I'll just be reading straight off of the creepypasta Reddit. Hey Reddit no sleep, long time no see. I've been posting bits and pieces of my life here, but I find them a little boring and self-serving. The last one about the juvie incidents was already like 70% made up, to my shame. So today I'll post a recipe instead. This is not a creepypasta, at least not yet, and I'm writing it from a train in the New York City area. What I'm about to share with you today is one of the many relatively safe ways in which you can access, not quite enter, a place I call the shadow side. And its effectiveness depends on how seriously you take me. Your mileage may vary. Refer to title. I won't tell you that you shouldn't be afraid of the shadow side. Chances are you've already seen it after all, and merely think it was just a reoccurring dream. I will tell you there is no need to be ignorantly afraid of it though. There is a difference. Ignorance fuels fear, and fear can give that place a lot of juice to run on. You have to be big on preparation if you want to try this. It's like skydiving. If getting it right on your first try is not something you're good at, then this is not for you. If you do drugs or alcohol the night of the event, you're going to have a bad time. If you're going through some serious issues in your life and are not feeling mentally or spiritually stable, or if you're doing this just to escape, you're going to have a bad time. And if you don't follow my instructions, particularly the multiple backups I'll give you, which, trust me, are there for a reason, you're going to have a really bad time. The name of this game is The Three Kings, by the way. Ingredients. A very large, empty, and quiet room, preferably without windows. If windows exist, you need to be able to cover them and ensure total darkness. Basements usually work well if they're roomy enough. A pack of candles. You'll only use one if all goes well. And a lighter. A bucket of water and a mug. A fan. 2 large mirrors, like the one on your dresser. Don't worry, they won't be harmed. Or if they are, it'll be the least of your concerns. 3 chairs, an alarm clock, An active cell phone, don't forget to charge the battery. A loved one willing to follow the rules and go along with all this madness, and a small toy or dear object from your childhood. The setup. Start setup around 11 p.m. Place one chair in the center of the room facing north. This is important. This will be your throne. Place the other two chairs exactly to the left and right, facing your throne. The distance between your throne and that of your queen and fool should be about the length of your arm to each side, more or less. Place the two large mirrors on the queen and fool chairs left and right of you, facing you and each other. Try your best to have them stand at a 90-degree angle, or else you may get more or less than 3 kings. If you sit on your throne facing straight ahead, north, you should be able to perceive your own reflection in each of the 2 mirrors without actually having to turn your head nor your eyes to do so. If you see your own reflection in the corner of your eye, just barely there, then you've done it right. Place the bucket of water and mug in front of you, just barely out of reach. Place the fan behind you. Turn it on. Don't set it to maximum power. Medium or low is usually enough. Leave it on. Turn off the lights, leave the door open, and go to your bedroom. Set the candles by the side of the bed, next to your lighter, your alarm clock, and your cell phone. Leave it charging. Set your alarm clock for 3:30 a.m. Turn off the lights and sleep while holding your power object. Get some rest. Showtime. Wake up at 3:30 a.m. with your alarm clock. Turn it off, but don't turn on the light. You have exactly 3 minutes to light your candle, grab your cell phone, and make your way to the dark room to sit on your throne. You should be seated by 3:33 a.m. Don't forget your power object. Check for potential red flags. If your cell phone didn't charge for whatever reason, abort the mission. If the alarm didn't go off exactly at 3:30 a.m., abort the mission. If you find the dark room door closed, remember, you left it open. Abort the mission. If the fan is turned off, you left it on. Abort the mission. Side note, if you have to abort the mission due to any of the above, leave the house with your loved one. Go to a hotel or something. There's no need to run. You have time to grab a jacket and your keys and whatnot, but leave. After 6 a.m., the coast should be clear. If all is going as planned, you can proceed and take your throne. Do not look directly at either of the 2 mirrors besides you. Do not let the candle go out. The fan is behind you. You must protect the candle with your body, which is standing in between. There's a reason for this, as you'll soon see. Look straight ahead at the darkness. Not at the candle, not at the mirrors. Just straight ahead. Eagle-eyed readers surely noticed I didn't say during setup which chair was queen and which chair was fool. That's because it's your job to find out. And from their point of view, you are either their queen or their fool too. Hence, 3 kings. I won't spoil what happens next. Suffice to say, you won't be alone, and if you have questions, you'll get answers. Sometimes in the form of new questions. But hey, that's the story of humanity. Just stay put and try not to move. Again, do not look directly at the mirrors, nor the candle. Just straight ahead, trust me. Don't chicken out either. You need to wait until 4:34. By 4:34, it's all over. It's okay to tremble a little bit. Just try not to. Not because it affects the ritual or anything. It's just a pussy thing to do while in polite company. Did I mention not to let the candle go out? That's what the fan is for. You're protecting the candle with your body. But if your body were to be suddenly moved, then the fan would be there to turn off the candle. That's backup number 1. Your loved one is backup number 2. At 4:34, she has to come in the room and call your name. If that won't work, she has to call your cell phone. If that won't work, she has the glass of water in the bucket. She can't touch you though. That's a newbie mistake. Backup number 3 is your item of power, the toy or locket or whatever object of strength you brought along for the ride. It'll show you the way if shit hits the fan. Multiple backups. You gotta be like a Boy Scout if you do these things. If you half-ass it all the way so that it won't work. Worst you can do is take it seriously enough for it to work and not seriously enough to be prepared for the consequences. If in doubt, refer to the title. That's the entire Reddit post. That's the entire setup, ingredients, rules, backup plans of the 3 Kings ritual. While doing some research, I saw that other people's experiences have been that they've seen shadows across the wall, they've heard voices, either just talking, mumbling, cheering, parading, calling out their name, asking questions. Some people have reported a shift in energy, either really being very uplifting or extremely sad and dark. Some say that with the angel and the fool, one tends to be the darker side and one tends to be the lighter side, kind of similar similar to the angel and the devil on your shoulder, which leads me to my next point, which a lot of people say that this game just taps into your subconscious, bringing out some of the dark things and some of the light things, which is why it is kind of similar to that sometimes. Since you are set into a trance-like state from getting very little sleep, and having to stare into the darkness for an hour, it's very easy to fall into that trance-like state, making it easier to fall into your subconscious. That's why some people say it's not paranormal, it's just subconscious. Some people do report that it is paranormal with the voices, and some people report seeing things on the mirror out of their peripherals, condensation, faces. So like I said in the beginning of this video, the outcome of this ritual varies a lot, depending, I'm sure, on how seriously you take it or what you believe the ritual actually entails. Some other things to note that I think are important is that it's very dangerous to hold a lit candle, a burning candle in your hand for an hour. So if you do plan on doing this, make sure it is thick enough and long enough so that you won't burn yourself. If it's not dangerous from paranormal, which I believe it would be, it could be dangerous from burns, hot wax, flame. Just be careful with that aspect. And lastly, my thoughts on the game. From a paranormal aspect, it does kind of sound like a summoning to me, which I have the mindset of I would never purposely try to summon something that I don't know if I can ever get out of my house. People have reported after doing this ritual that their house is completely haunted from then on, and they're unable to remove these things from their house, which is a huge fear of mine with any of these rituals, honestly. I don't care if the Midnight Man leaves at a specific time. I don't care if this thing leaves at 4:34 a.m. You never know what could linger behind or what could open up a portal to let other things seep in. It's just safe to not mess with anything that is very unknown. I have said on my channel many times before that mirrors can act as portals, especially with two next to each other. Although they're facing you, I'm sure that they're kind of facing each other. Two mirrors facing each other like that does create more of an energy buildup and more of a portal, which is dangerous in itself. So I just would not mess with anything like that. That's my mindset. Everybody out there is welcome to make their own conclusion on it. I'm not saying that just because I believe this, you have to. There are plenty of videos on YouTube of people playing this game, although I feel like a lot of them are kind of staged and made up a little bit for that like drama or scary aspect, because a lot of them do have like parentheses scary in the title, which just makes me think it's fake. Regardless if that is fake or not, you never know what you could be bringing in. They might not have taken it seriously. You might be taking it seriously, thinking nothing's gonna happen or thinking you're gonna have a good experience just to have a really bad one. So know what you're getting yourself into if you ever plan on doing this ritual. As always, please be safe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think everybody knows my thoughts on paranormal rituals by now. I have gotten some people either DMing me or commenting asking if I'm going to ever try out any paranormal rituals, and I just want to let you guys know that no, I will never be trying out any paranormal rituals for the reasons I listed a little bit ago. I just don't want to mess with anything that I don't know about. So that's the Three Kings ritual and a little bit of information about it. If you guys have ever tried the Three Kings ritual or have had a friend or somebody else you know try the Three Kings ritual, please let me know down below. I would love to hear your stories, hear what you experienced or maybe didn't experience. Let me know. So that's it. I'm gonna go. Really quickly though, if any of you guys are interested in joining me on my Twitch channel, it's twitch.tv/xashtyria. The link will be in the description in case you want to check it out. So that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other paranormal rituals you guys would like me to cover next, please let me know in the comments below and I'll get to it in a future video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everybody.